When we think about World War II, we picture the beaches of Normandy, the deserts of North Africa, or the islands of the Pacific. But what if I told you that part of that global war reached the frozen tundra of America's own backyard, Alaska? Yes, during World War II, Alaska wasn't just a distant frontier, it became a battlefield. This is the story of the Forgotten Front, the time when war came to the edge of the Arctic. In the early 1940s, Alaska was barely part of the American consciousness, remote, sparsely populated, and often thought of as a frozen wilderness. But to military strategists, it was a gold mine, or rather, an ice fortress. Picture this: the shortest route between Japan and the continental US isn't across the wide Pacific, it's actually over the North Pacific, with Alaska sitting right in the middle like a stepping stone. The US realized something. Whoever controlled Alaska could control the northern skies and potentially threaten or protect the entire West Coast. And when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor in 1941, that remote frontier suddenly became strategically vital. In June 1942, just 6 months after Pearl Harbor, Japan struck again, but this time they attacked Alaska. First came the Battle of the Aleutian Islands. Japanese forces bombed Dutch Harbor, a U.S. naval base on Unalaska Island, and then did something almost no one expected. They invaded American soil. 2 remote islands, Attu and Kiska, were captured and occupied by Japanese troops. For the first time since the War of 1812, a foreign military had taken American territory. But this wasn't some sunny island like Guadalcanal. The Aleutians were hellish constant fog, freezing rain, and hurricane-force winds. Soldiers called it the birthplace of the winds. Both sides fought not only each other but the environment itself. A year later, in May 1943, U.S. forces launched a massive effort to reclaim Attu. It became one of the most brutal battles fought on American territory. Fog blanketed everything. Visibility was sometimes just a few feet. Men froze in their foxholes, their rifles jammed from ice. The Japanese defenders refused to surrender. In the end, almost all of them, nearly 2,400 soldiers, died in combat or committed suicide in one of the largest banzai charges of the war. American forces also suffered heavily, over 3,800 casualties, many from exposure and disease rather than bullets. It was a bloody reminder that Alaska was no longer a peaceful wilderness, it was part of the global fight for survival. After Attu, U.S. troops turned to Kiska, the second occupied island. Expecting fierce resistance, 34,000 Allied troops stormed the beaches through fog and wind, ready for another deadly fight. But when they got there, silence. The Japanese had secretly evacuated weeks earlier, slipping away under cover of darkness and fog. Today, the Aleutian Islands stand quiet again, windswept, cold, and isolated. But beneath the tundra, remnants of bunkers, plane wrecks, and rusting weapons still whisper the story of the time when war reached the edge of the world. Alaska, in World War II, reminds us that even in the most remote places, history leaves its footprints frozen, but not forgotten. If you enjoyed learning about this forgotten chapter of history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me, which other hidden World War II stories should we uncover next?